It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a bottle of Saison Julie Farmhouse Ale by Hans Craft & Co. Finest Brewing. They're based in Germany. The beer is 6% ABV. There's a look at the bottle label. It's been brewed with Chinook, Sorachi Ace, and the malt is Pilsner, Munich, Weiner and Caramba. Silver bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Whoa! Loads of smoke on the opening. As you would expect, it is a Saison. Saison yeast is quite lively, so I brewed a Saison in the summer. Apparently it takes a little while to get going, to get fermenting, but when it gets fermenting it goes crazy. Apparently it's a really kind of crazy, big, bold. It kind of takes up all of the sugar in the room and it kind of swallows everything. It's a big robust yeast as well. This beer was kindly sent to us by beerdeluxe.de. They are our European channel sponsors. I will get them words out correctly. Our European channel sponsors. They've got great beer from Germany where they're based. We've had some Austrian beer, some German beer, some Italian beer, some beer from the UK, some beer from Wales. Yeah, check out beerdeluxe.de for all of your beery needs in Germany. It's a white head, this one. Golden hazy coloured beer. Nice haze. You would expect a haze from a Saison, to be honest. I'll tell you a little bit about Saisons in a moment. First of all, let's get the aroma. Typical Saison. Lemon zest. A nice sweetness. Smells quite dry. A typically dry beer. And very hoppy with that Sorachi Ace. It was Sorachi Ace and Chinook. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, banana, clove. Tastes a little bit like a Hefeweizen. A little bit. I tell you what it reminds me of, really peculiarly. Brewdog did a Brewdog versus Gwen Stefan beer, and it was pretty awesome. It was like a hoppy Weiss beer, and this tastes quite similar. But I just had a nearly shot my eyeballs out my head with that one. It was a really sharp flavour from the Saison. A little bit of kind of sherbet in there, like a lemon curdy, sherbety, very sour, sharp flavour. Nicely carbonated. Maybe a little bit of lemongrass in there, but that's definitely coming from the American hops. That Chinook is quite bitter. That Sorachi Ace, that typical lemony, spicy lemon flavour from the Sorachi Ace I pick up. But very good. The beer is very naturally carbonated. Right, it should be a bottle conditioned beer. Let's show you the yeast. But yeah, it's very good, very good. Now the history of the Saison, of course, is it's a French kind of French/Belgian tradition, where the farmers, the farm owners who own the land would produce beers, drinking beers for the lunchtime for their farm workers, so that when they stop for lunch on them hot French/Belgium hot days, lunchtime, the worker would have something nice and refreshing that's been brewed by the farmer to try and drink and refresh themselves with. That's really the history of Saison. It's another one of them styles that really roared back into fashion over the last 10 years, alongside lambics and Berliner Weisses. They were falling out of fashion very quickly. They were nearly extinct. And then, of course, with this whole craft brewing revolution that's going on around the world, people look at the history books, people look at bringing back styles, and they've all come back relatively strongly, especially lambics and saisons. You see them everywhere now, sours, but they're really good. They're really good, and I'm glad to see that they've made a comeback, because I like history, and I like the fact that these kind of bacteria beers are back. These spontaneous fermentation in terms of lambics are coming back into fashion. Let's give this a few more tastes and tell you a little bit more about this beer in the hand. So it's very drinkable. Did I say it was 6% ABV? Very drinkable, very carbonated. It wakes you up. You get that definite Saison yeast, it's slightly sour, very carbonated on the tongue, lemony, and then you get this burst of American hops, and of course that Sorachi Ace is a Japanese hop. Burst of flavour from the hops, your mangoes, your lemons, your grapefruits, and then a nice bitterness on the back end. A lovely beer. Let's give it a rating. You can pick this beer up from beerdeluxe.de, as I mentioned. I'm gonna rate this quite highly. I quite like it. Saison Julie, for me, from Handcraft & Co. Finest Brewing out there in Germany, is gonna get an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Love Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.